Hey, good morning. Today I'm going to talk about our RV, electric, sewer, and water, and getting a generator. So for the most part, we are going to be placing our RV on this leveled caliche pad that we've established here next to our septic. So the RV, we had planned to move as soon as we got our electric pole, but now we're deciding that instead of waiting for the electric pole to get here, we would rather just bring the RV, set it up here on the side next to the sewage, right? And we're waiting for our electric pole to come in, which it's all been paid for. The right-of-way has already been created. Back over there, you can see in the back part, there's a clearing with a bunch of flags. So we're going to bring our RV, we're going to move the truck, we're going to set it here, right? And then we're going to connect to the sewage. So if we don't have an electric pole here, how can we run the RV? Well, we're going to run it with a generator. So we're in the process of buying a generator so that when we put the RV here where this truck is, we will have power through the generator and we'll have sewage through the septic tank. And so our only next challenge after that is water, right? Where are we in the water process? Well, being that we're out here by the lake and there's no water systems from the city, we're gonna have to make a well. So the quote we got from the well people is about $25,000, but they said that they would be willing to help us put a temporary tank here where we're going to put the RV. So we're going to go ahead and have that set up over here on this side along this little embankment thing. We're going to level out a spot, and that's where we're going to put a temporary 100-gallon tank, and the water well company is going to help us do that. So now, where will the regular well go? So the regular well, we want it to go, because this is the building site right here. We've actually put stakes down. I don't know if you can see the stakes. We've put stakes down about, where our home is going to be built. So the stakes are, and I'll remember to keep talking about the water well, but the stakes are 36 feet across and then 40 feet back. So we've got a nice, rectangle, almost squared up. Okay, so going back to talking about where are we going to put the water well. So out here, you need to have a well, and that's how you get your water. The cool thing is, once you get the well, you don't have to pay a monthly water fee, which, most people have to. So here in this spot, we're going to go ahead and put the well house. So they're going to make the drill, hit the water table, and that's going to pull up the water with a pump. And then there's going to be a system here of a tank, and then it's going to get filtered again, and then it'll go into the house. So they're also going to run water to our RV, but we're going to have a temporary tank over here with the RV until that gets done, because they may, it may take them a couple of weeks. So the whole entire, like the big water well system that's going to go to the house, that's about 6 months out. So the water has been the most challenging thing, but we think with just a 100-gallon tank, we can move our RV here in the next few weeks. We're hoping before January or right at January, so we don't have to pay another month at the RV where we're at, the RV park. That'll be really good. Yeah, so we're coming along. Our site, my husband finished burning, so there's a pile right there. He just needs to level out. And then we got our wood chip stuff, mulch. We're gonna move over somewhere. And then we have our little storage house that my husband built. And yeah, it's a beautiful morning. My husband will be here in just a few minutes. He was looking for a key. It's a long story. And what I can do here today while I'm waiting is just move big rocks, stacks of rocks that are getting in the way of walking. So here's a downward path down to the rest of our lot. There's this huge brush debris that's been collected, and we need to figure out how we're going to get rid of this. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Yeah, so I'll just be kind of walking around here in this area south of where the water well is going to go. My husband has put a deer feeding spot, and so we have deer that come through this area quite a bit, but they're not here right now. Yeah, so, and of course the containers are up here. This is going to be our parking lot for when we have guests, but currently the containers are sitting up there until we get our pier and beams made. We're going to be making concrete pier and beams, and then we're going to take the containers and we're going to put them onto the pier and beams, which we'll get started on that as soon as we get the RV moved here, because we're going to have the RV there on that where the truck is, and then we're just going to like walk outside and work on making those pier and beam, digging the holes, making forms, leveling it out, and then at that point we'll be moving the containers with a crane. We're going to set them on the building site there behind my head. Alright, so that's the best update I think I can give. If you can follow all that, I know I kind of talk in circles. Okay, well, we'll see you all later when we get started on some stuff. Just wanted to give an update. Electric is on its way. Water is being figured out. And we need to buy a generator for the electric. Water, we need that 100-gallon tank. What's the third thing? Electric. Oh, and the septic is good to go because we already have it there. All right, peace out. Bye.